Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Russ Does D&D 2k7Teen. Welcome. Here we're going to do something a little bit different. Chelsea Lunar hasn't been able to be around for the last couple of episodes, so we're doing a little bit of a catch-up episode prior to the major game that we're going to be playing today. This will catch you up just a little bit, and we'll add a little bit of an interesting twist to the story so far.
I also haven't watched any of the actual game or the game
that's
at
fine.
all.
That's
I figured, fine. Yeah, I was like, I'm not really going to be a part of it. So
where we've left off is this. For you, you guys have left the city of Trerio. You and your friends have left the city of Trerio in a giant blimp, in a boat being hoisted up by a balloon.
Mm-hmm.
And you made your way towards Citadel. And in the morning, as the sun is rising, you see Citadel in flames. Parts of the city are actually just on fire. And so the party's general consensus was to jump down there as quickly as possible and safely as possible, using the combination of Featherfall and the Blink cloaks. And so as everyone is jumping off, you actually need to do a D20 roll, including your dexterity.
Can I go again? Is this safe?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, I got a 14 this time.
Okay, so with a 14, actually that changes everything. This is super fun. Yes?
Just so you're aware, you shared your stream.
Oh, geez. I've just shared the wrong link. But, all right. Let me just quickly fix that. Don't want that at all. Let's
starting off strong.
Oh, man. It is. I'm glad I'm doing this now. Oh, who just joined? Oh, no, never mind. I'm actually, unfortunately, listening to myself talk with about 10-15 second delay.
That sounds beautiful. That's the best sound, hearing yourself talk.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed. And now I'm listening to myself talk, explaining how I can hear myself talk. It looks great, though. This looks awesome. Cool.
I guess that's the bonus.
Bonus! All right, here we go. All right. Now, so you got a 14. And with a 14, everything I had planned for you completely changes, but that's okay. This is still going to be incredibly exciting. Okay, so
right, I'm ready for this.
With the 14, you start running towards the edge of the boat, and there was a pesky, kind of like it's like a stool, kind of like it's kind of like a bench that you actually were almost going to trip over, but then you don't. You get your foot right on top of it, and it's at that moment you need to make a Constitution check.
Okay, give me 1 second. And I forgot. Okay, yeah. Okay, +2. So, I got a 20.
You got a 20?
I got a 20.
Is that a natural 20?
No, it's not a natural 20. It's an 18
okay.
with 2.
18 plus 2. Mm-hmm. Great. So you're actually able to stay awake for this. Which is good. So you're actually passing this way better than I thought you would. So when everyone jumps off, you're actually the last to jump off. And when you do, the ship kind of... Sorry, 1 sec. Yes?
You still have to fix the
I just did.
You changed the actual link.
Yeah.
The preview is still the Hangouts on air.
Ah, butts.
So
Okay.
you have to delete your post and start over again.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh,
Here we go.
ooh, hold on. Okay, that's better.
Right. Okay. So when you do, you actually you're able to jump, but when you do, you don't quite jump into the air. When you jump, you kind of pass through a very like an invisible barrier almost. I'm trying to think of a really good example of this. It's as if you're jumping into a pond of water that you didn't see.
Oh, good, as one does.
As one does. And when you do, you kind of just land hard. Now you're able to, with that roll of 14, you're able to land kind of on your feet, but you kind of just, it's a bit of a hard landing. You land in almost complete darkness.
Great. Love it. Great. Awesome.
And it's really hot.
Even better. I do very well in dark heat. So well.
So
do I have any idea what the fuck is going on at all?
you're a little off your bearing.
Yeah, yeah. I can imagine.
But with that roll, I'll let you actually. You've got the wherewithal to stop what you're doing and just like breathe and listen. And when you breathe, you start to smell sulfur. Even
better. Did I just jump into the pits of hell? Because like
you practically jumped into the pits of hell.
Great.
And you're not exactly sure because he thought that jump was going to be pretty great.
I was really excited. I thought I was doing really well. Yeah.
Like, out of nowhere, it's like that didn't quite work.
Great, nothing matters. That's what Lunar is learning right now. Yeah, nothing matters.
That could have turned out to be a lot worse for you.
What if I had rolled a 20? That's my real question.
Like a nat 20?
Yeah, like a nat 20.
Sorry. Yes?
I need to feed Ellie. Also, you're talking really fucking loud.
Okay, I'm gonna try to change that. Thank you.
I literally have my laptop at like full volume, my headphones at full volume, cupping my like headphones to my head, and it's like rah, 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 and I'm like, hey.
Cool. Okay. Thanks for telling me. That's not embarrassing. So I'm gonna try to talk a little bit quieter. I don't know. Are you able to actually hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. I have no problems.
Cool. Okay. Cool. Sorry.
You're fine.
Facebook message. Okay, cool. That would have been cool. All right. So, had you rolled the 20, you might have been able to see it.
Okay.
But I don't. Like, you're trying to see an invisible pond of water.
Gotcha. Okay. I was just curious. I was like, how would this derail everything if I had just gotten a nat 20?
Well, you kind of already did. So, no, I'm not trying to railroad you, but so when you do, and actually with the 20 again, you'll be able to kind of you concentrate and you start smelling sulfur, and you are able to slowly start picking up because you actually have dark vision, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Elf.
Yeah. So even in this darkness, you see darkness, but then you start seeing light in the distance ahead of you, as if it's a cave.
Okay. Well, obviously, I'm gonna head there because I don't like being in the dark. It's not fucking fun, and I don't like sulfur. And can I? Okay. How strong is my nose? Is the real question.
It's almost as strong as Toucan Sam's.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you've got it.
Okay.
Especially in here when you like, there's nothing else in here. All you smell
so
is
just sulfur.
sulfur.
Yeah, get me
Yeah.
out of here. I'm gonna go to the light.
Okay, so you're gonna go to the light,
Mhm.
and it's a kind of an odd turning and winding cave that you find yourself in. And when you come to an opening, I'm going to get you to do a perception check.
And I have 3. I got an 11.
Okay, so when you do, you see basically a very big open cavern. Most of it is full of lava. It's just magma, liquid hot magma.
Great.
But it's almost like a beach, as if it were a beach that were instead of water, it was lava. So in front of this giant pool of lava is it's a dirt. It's very thin dirt, almost like sand, but it's like ash.
Oh, good. So it's like an ashen beach.
It's an ashy beach, and when you see this beach, you see a figure sitting in the ash, and this figure is facing away from you. It looks to be human. This human is you think it's male, as it's not wearing a shirt.
Mm-hmm.
It's wearing like.
Can I walk towards him and play my ocarina and see if he turns friendly? I rolled a 24.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a.
I
rolled a 24.
I rolled a 24.
All right. Yeah. So when you do, so you're just gonna start. How do you walk in? Tell me how you do this.
I would like to. First, I'm gonna do the natural, like, okay, just be cool, just be cool. Ruffle my hair a little, like, really get prepared.
Yeah.
Straighten my shirt or my cloak, I guess, and flump. So I would like to, as I'm reaching the beach, because I'm assuming I'm walking down a little path and then to the beach, I would like, in my head, it's kind of like Baywatch slow. And like I'm slowly playing the ocarina in like a very gentle, friendly tune. Like, you know how you hear some songs and you're like, wow, that is welcoming. That's what I would like to be playing.
Yeah, so when you do that, the figure stands up, still facing away from you. And when you see this person stand up, you see that they're wearing just very basic brown pants, no shoes, and they have an incredibly muscular back, and they have very short, like, black hair.
Cool. So he looks friendly.
And when they do, you're not able to see this person. You're only able to see the back of them. But when you do, when you start to get closer, you actually hear this person start whistling back to you.
Oh my god, friend!
You see their arms are crossed, so you don't quite see the front of their arms. You don't quite see much of their body language, but you just start hearing them whistle a little bit, and it's really, really fucking hot in here. So you're gonna actually start sweating a bit. It's gonna be a little bit hard for you to bear it, but we'll say you get through it. So what do? Do you just go in front of them? Because this person's not turning around.
I would like to
they are
walk up
whistling to you.
Oh, see, that's perfect. That's all I needed was like some sign of like friend or foe. I figure if I'm far enough to play the ocarina, I'm far enough to run. But I would like to go up and like see if I can tap him on the shoulder or them. They just like little tap and be like,
yeah, okay. So
hi.
When you touch them, you almost burn your hand.
Fair. Should have thought of that. Should have. Literally in a hellscape room.
You actually just like when you touch them, they sizzle.
I'm gonna be like, Ow. Okay. Hi. Can I
And he
help
says,
you?
yeah, I get that a lot. And he turns around. And you see this person who looks like a human. He turns around. He's got a very small black goatee and very bright blue eyes. And
I
he's
would
got
like to casually look down at my hand and look up to him and be like, "Oh, you're really hot. Hi."
And so when you turn around, you notice a couple of things.
Mm-hmm.
So he has a really big shit-eating grin on his face. He thinks that's hilarious. And so he says, hi. And you're looking down straight into his eyes because that's the type of person you are. And then when you look down, you notice that he's incredibly muscular. And then you start looking down, 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 and then you see the big metal arm he has on.
Okay. Wow. That's a hi. So where are we? Maybe I would like to lead right into that. Are we in hell? Did I do something wrong? Because I know I kind of shorted that dude. Gary. It was Gary. I know I sold him like a really, really shitty deal for his dirge, but like money and that ring, and right? You know what I'm saying? My name's Lunar, by the way. Oh, you know that's weird.
He says your
Who are
name
you?
before you actually get to introduce yourself.
That's really weird.
So he says, yes, you've done some bad things, Lunar. No, you're not in hell.
Uh-huh.
We're actually in the Balor Cascades. Deep within the Balor Cascades. My name is Vincent.
I'm so You talked to Nicole about this. That's not fair.
No. What? So Vincent says, you've been here for a little while. I don't know if you realized that.
No, not really. Just feels really hot.
I kind of was sitting here, kind of expecting you to walk out of that little cave a while ago, but I was just sitting here for a while, admiring the lava, and
as one does.
As one does. Yes, you see, one like myself would.
Yep.
I couldn't help but notice you eyeing my arm.
Well, I mean, you expect to see. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. That's my bad. That's all me.
You've seen one before, haven't you?
A metal arm? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've met my friend Burrell.
Oh yeah. Yes. I remember that.
You know, it takes a lot to get one of these. You end up having to give up a lot. But it ends up giving you all the power in the world.
That's terrifying. How do you know my name?
Well, you see, word gets around when someone's on a ship and the ship's supposed to sink, and you happen to get off the sinking ship, and especially when the person who's supposed to be on that ship causes the ship to sink, is a very, very important, powerful person. Word gets around.
Mm-hmm. Sure does. Mm-hmm. Sure does.
So here's the thing. Gomyo initially came to us asking us to take care of a little problem of his. Now, yeah, I would argue that you guys, all of you who got off the ship, excluding Gary, God rest his soul, I would argue that you guys have turned into not a small problem.
I feel like that depends on who you ask, really. I think, in the infinite sense of the word, we are a very small problem, but...
The raccoon's very small.
That's true. See? Look at that. Now we're on the same playing field here. Frankly, I'm not that big either. I would argue that we do have a few large party members. Yes, though. I see your point.
So, I don't work for anybody. I do favors for people.
Is that why you can't afford a shirt?
It's really hot in here. Didn't you notice?
Yeah, mesh shirts are a thing. My roommate has like 12.
What are a thing?
Mesh shirts.
Mesh shirts. Yeah, they are all in the wash.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
They're all hanging up right now.
Okay, you know, as long as you have them.
Yeah, a few. I have a few. And actually, he's blushing a little bit now. And he says, well, here's the thing, Lunar. We don't work for anyone, and I actually kind of resent when people think they can take advantage of us. Sometimes we have been known to do things that aren't necessarily favorable to some people, but we have our own agenda. We don't adhere to these silly weavers who go off and try to run this world. The artificers who try to make everyone adhere to these certain standards. We're above that. But I feel like you and I are a little bit on the same page. I feel like you can agree with me a little bit. What would you say if I were to give you one of these? And he puts his hand up and he starts twinkling his fingers a little bit.
Before anything happens, can I try and high-five him, even though it'll burn my hand?
Yeah, actually, go for it. I'm gonna make you do a just make a D20 roll, just a basic D20 roll.
Okay.
And add your Constitution modifier onto it.
Okay. +2. I got a 12.
Yeah, so you burn your hand a little bit. You can just take 1 damage.
Worth it.
But totally worth it. And you just like
totally worth it.
And it sizzles, and you're like, oh. And he's like, that wouldn't be a problem if you took one of these.
What it was? Another high five?
He's offering you a gauntlet.
Cool. Can I put it on?
That's not exactly how the gauntlets work.
Oh, does he have to take my arm? Do I have to lose an arm? Can I lose the one that I just burned?
It costs a lot. It costs a lot. Not only does your arm gotta go, you have to give me something else. Because in this cabal, we give each other things. It's a big give and take kind of thing. And we're like a family, and so sometimes I might need something a little big, and well, because we're family, we don't hesitate. So I might need something of one of your friends.
Like, how am I supposed to, first of all, how am I supposed to give you something from one of my friends when I'm in this hellish landscape of lava?
We'll get you back. Don't you worry about that. But
what?
I might need
Uh-huh.
a few things from your friends.
Mm-hmm.
And in return, I'll give you one of these.
Okay. For example, what might you need from one of my friends?
That I haven't quite decided, but when you find out, you will know. I'll make sure you know. You're not going to get this right away.
Mm-hmm. Is
But
it something? Do you want like a signed piece of something from Mordai? Because I'm pretty sure like I could spin that by him.
I'm a huge fan of his,
Uh-huh.
but I'm going to need something a little bit more than that.
Wow, he's gonna be a little insulted by that, but I'll let him know. All right. Am I making a deal with the devil right now? Because it's strongly it's feeling a little weird. Like,
You get the sense that actually roll a perception check.
okay, so that's +2. Got a 14.
He seems to be on the level in terms like if you give him these things, he will give you a gauntlet.
Honestly, man, I'm not super attached to my friends right now. The only one that I really, really like is Stumbleduck and Mordai, because Stumbleduck gave me wine and Mordai plays music with me. And I guess I like the raccoon. So most of them. Yeah, okay, yeah. Can I go to shake his hand and burn myself again? Like, you got a deal.
Okay, we have a deal. We got a deal. Okay, so when you go to shake his hand, he actually grabs your arm.
Wow.
And he walks over to the lava.
Wow.
And he shoves your arm into the lava.
Wow.
And when this happens, you wake up.
Oh, good. Okay.
And you find yourself in Citadel.
Okay.
And that is where we're going to leave you.
Okay. Great. Is my arm still the same?
Yeah, so when you wake up, you're panicked.
Okay.
You're panicked and you're like, oh my God, and it's still there.
Does it feel any different? Like,
no.
Anything? Nothing? Cool. All right.
You're not sure exactly what just happened. You're not sure if that was a dream, if that actually happened. It
was
felt
that fucking
real.
wine. It was that fucking wine that Stumbleduck gave me.
Yeah, it's because you got drunk, right?
That was exactly it. Okay, that's fun. All right. Do I know where I am in Citadel?
It's close to where the fires were burning.
Oh, God. That's probably why it was so hot. My dream.
Yeah, well, the fires are actually out now.
Oh, well.
But you notice that this is where all the smoldering was.
Okay.
And when you do, you find, and when you wake up, you kind of realize that there's a little, like a piece of paper in your pocket. And when you do, you open it up and you see just a necklace on there.
Is it pretty?
Like a little, it's not like an actual diamond, but it's in the shape of, actually it's in the shape of a shape of a D8. So it looks like one of these.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty.
And it's just very basic, and that's what it is. And yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna immediately put that on because I'm either gonna assume it's part. Oh, it's just a piece of paper with a little doodle on it.
Picture of it. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna immediately shove that back into my pocket and be like, "What the fuck just happened with my life?"
Okay. All right. So we're pretty much ready.
Okay. Yep.
To get
That's
one
good.
back.
Oh boy.
Everyone ready?
Oh man. Isn't it cold?
Hey, dear. You ready? Okay. Oh, my poppers is ready. Remember, Ellie has to DM too, right?
Ellie's the best DM. I mean,
my gosh, best DM ever.
Like, I know you're doing a really good job at everything, but we all know that the credit really goes to Ellie. That's it.
Absolutely. I'm not going to fight that.
Yeah, not even a little.
Not even a little bit. Okay.
Not even.
I'm going to get the dog set up. 1 sec. I'll get the set to you here. Okay. All right, let's get this. I gotta get the link for everyone. And Ben, lay down. Here you go. Oh, here you go.
Oh, sweet baby. I need another dog.
Ellie's so good. Oh,
Give me
that
2
is
seconds.
my beard. Oh. Yeah, so we're finished with 6.5. So we're actually going to stop the broadcast.